Hi, my name is Russ. It's been a long time since I've done a video, but I've done a lot of upgrades that I want to tell you about on my e-bike that I built in the first video. So this is my switch. Still, I need to upgrade that, but so far I just plug it in. That's probably the last thing I need to do to finish this thing, because it's working perfectly now. Otherwise, I've replaced the throttle because the first one burned out. I've replaced the controller, again because it burned out. That controller was a difficult task, and I should have done a video about it, but I'll tell you about it now. It looks like it's meant for like a vehicle rather than an e-bike, because I don't know, it has a reverse option, so and it didn't support a pedal assist, so I don't have that anymore. Let's see here. Otherwise, it was pretty straightforward to connect. It had the Hall effect connector. What else? Of course, the three connectors here. So I think they're pretty standard. This one had this new feature though that confused me for a while. If you connect these two wires, it would reverse the wheel. That and the fact that you had to actually use the throttle while it was connected to train it. And I think that the training was to tell it what the range is of this throttle. So for a while I couldn't figure it out until I finally tried that and it worked. I just did this and then it was trained. So other than that, it went pretty smoothly. I don't have a display anymore, but I've added what is it? This little thing that's it's an odometer and a speedometer, which is nice, and I've got a bell and a voltmeter here, so I can tell when my batteries are low. And I've done a lot of upgrades to the battery. First of all, I put it in this. I'll give you a close-up here. I put in a what's it called? I put in this fuse so that if there's too much current going through, it'll break the fuse first. I've upgraded my wires big time because the first wires actually the casing fried and it shorted. It was pretty bad. I replaced the batteries with ones that come. It's the same type of battery, but it's in these plastic holders, and I zip tied the whole battery together. It's 15 of these little flat packs in series, and there are basically 3 sub batteries that are connected in series with this device, this cable, and each of them has a balance lead for charging it. So I can take the voltage of each of the cells using the balance lead like this. Oops, hold on, I did that wrong. I gotta hold it like this. It tells you the voltage of them all, and then each individual cell, so I can tell if it's getting out of balance and I need to balance charge it. So I don't balance charge it, I just charge it with the regular charging. I think that's about it. 3 different batteries, each with its own balance lead for balancing the individual cells in the packs. And that's about it. I put it in this bag because this is conductive material. I didn't want it shorting any of the wires. Oh yeah, the other big upgrade I did was to use these crimp-on connectors, and I put them through a screw in a nut and a nut and a bolt to kind of pinch the metal, and I did that even with the small connectors for the balance leads. So yeah, that was a big improvement. And then I have a piece of plastic in the middle just to kind of separate the packs from each other. Yeah, that it actually made the bike go faster, because I must have had some weak connections. So the battery's been upgraded big time. So I usually leave this in there, connected, and then just unplug it at this part to power the bike off. I probably should set up some sort of a switch, like I said, instead of having to unplug and plug this. But it's working, so it's not urgent. I think that's all I've done. Here, I'll give you a little close up on the handlebars, where I've got the voltmeter. Here, I'll plug it in so you can see that light up. There. So you can see I don't know if you can see that actually. Let's take this off. So you can see the voltage, and this little display will show me my speed, and that's about it. I'll show you the where this speedometer leads. It goes to this sensor that senses this magnet here. As it goes by, it tells it the speed, and then counts the rotations for the odometer. Because you tell it the size of your wheel to know how much distance it traveled. Bike bag holder, because the previous one that I had coming off of here just wasn't cutting it. It would, the rubber piece that held onto here would, fall out sometimes, and it was bad. But yeah, I'm very happy with this thing. It goes really fast. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I replaced the whole frame. When the brake pads on the front, what was it called? The disc brake pads wore out. I figured it was just time to replace the whole frame, so I did that. And now I have disc brakes on the back, because this motor came with the mounts for putting on a disc brake. So I just unscrewed those and put the disc brake on there that came with this frame. It's a Schwinn frame, and yeah, that worked great. So it's much safer now that you can brake with disc brakes, because those frame brakes, people gave me feedback that that's the wrong thing to do, and I agree. But it was enough to get me started, but not ideal. So I'm glad I upgraded that. Let me know what you think. I'm pretty happy with it. Bye.